Next on Race Car Driver.
Biggest joy is winning. Period.
Veteran racer Jimmy Vasser, co-owner of PKV Racing, is ready to beat Paul Tracy and the Forsythe team.
We're here to win. That's always the case.
Although at 40 he may be the oldest driver in Champ Car, don't think for a second that he's ready to slow down. But it's more than just speed teams will need, as the weather in Portland has everyone guessing, hedging their bets in the fight for #1. Buckle up, Annie in.
Just one, right?
And return your seats to their upright and locked position. Race Car Driver is coming up. With 750 horses under the hood, Champ Cars are fast, furious, and on the edge. And so are the men who drive them.
I couldn't have given him any more room.
Using turbocharged engines that can hit 230 miles per hour, these drivers have to be fitter and faster than any racers on the planet.
I love to compete. I love to win.
Now you'll get an exclusive look on what drives them on and off the track.
More so than money, it really comes down to pride.
And one team's quest, pushing the limits in hopes of winning the championship.
No, he's not! Damn it!
While competing in 14 races on ovals, permanent tracks, and street courses all over the world.
Bourdais has the flat. Keep going.
Against the best drivers in the series. Man and machine, driven to perfection. Race Car Driver starts now. Jimmy Vasser is the only driver in the Champ Car World Series with more experience than Paul Tracy.
First time we ever raced against each other was back in '86, '87. So we've known each other, 20 years.
Paul and I are the oldest guys on the circuit, been around a long time, so, I've known him the longest. He's a friend for sure.
We both live very close to each other in Vegas. We spend some time together in the off season, go out to dinners, go out to nightclubs, just good friends.
We've had our beefs every once in a while, bang on the track or, disagreements or so forth.
He started racing Champ Cars in 1992, won the championship in '96, and is now part owner of the PKV Racing team.
Hands down for me, the Champ Car is the more cool machine to drive. It's a great race car, 800 horsepower, just balls out. Well, it's my second season being a part owner in PKV Racing and driving. I've been fortunate to have this opportunity with two great partners in Kevin Kalkoven and Dan Pettit, and certainly looking forward to the opportunity to learn a lot from those guys in business. Have been very successful.
We wanted a good guy that knew something about the racing scene, since we were pretty new to it. Jimmy was available, and we brought him in as an owner, primarily to help us understand who the managers are, who the players are, how to set up a team.
Well, Jimmy, of course, is a legend in the business. Mellow, relaxed, smart, until his visor drops. Then he's brutal, aggressive, and not so smart, because who the heck would want to race at 240 miles an hour?
First, I was talking to Kevin about it. I initially was talking about driving his race car for his team, and he just said, hey, what about, coming on board as an owner, being a partner? And I made some concessions for my salary. That's my risk. But I also see it as a great opportunity and very interesting challenge in the future.
He helps in all aspects of the race team. He's been around a long, long time, got lots of experience. It has a lot to do with his ability to communicate with the engineers, with the crew, his ability to make it to the end of the race, run hard the whole race, not make any mistakes. It's a total package. The guys that can do it consistently are few and far between.
The goal was to grow this team around drivers like Cristiano D'Amata, around a potential young driver for the future, not build the team around me for the future, because I got a lot fewer races, in front of me than I have behind me.
Best thing about driving the race car is driving the race car.
My teammate is a great champion, Cristiano D'Amata. He's been around in the series since about 1999, very fast. He was our champion in the series in 2002.
It's almost like a roller coaster ride that you're in control and you can take it whatever you want. And to make it even better, we have a couple of other guys out there trying to beat you and you have to go faster than them. So it's a lot of fun.
Up next, a little R&R as Jimmy and friends head north to his favorite fishing spot in a remote region of Canada.
The plan is to be out in a little boat about the same time it takes to fly to Beijing, you know, all day.
Then, a clean start in Portland, Oregon may be in jeopardy as the rain sets in.
I like to spend time with my friends and my family and just kind of screw off. Slacker. I'm a slacker at heart. They have high-speed internet at the lodge.
You know, once the racing season starts, everybody gets so busy. There's a lot of tension, a lot of stress. Just great to get away for a couple of days. Spend a few hours with the guys out in the boat and come in in the evening, play some poker.
Well, this is kind of an annual trip. Last year was my first time fishing ever. It was an experience. I thought initially, don't overlook yourself to do this again. Right there will win the contest.
How big is it?
53-pound Chinook. Put $100 in, whoever gets the biggest one wins. There's a little bit of money at stake and bragging rights, of course.
Pretty sad you have to stop at an ATM before you go fishing, huh? Hey, it's not giving us money.
Petty, you got insufficient funds, buddy?
Yeah, that's me. No money.
Can I borrow some?
What's the interest rate?
Same as my salary. 0.
That I can afford. Doesn't like me.
You get all these rich guys that can't get money out of their accounts?
I don't have any money in the account. Insufficient funds.
That is broke. What's the pot for fishing?
$100. $100 a piece, huh? Hey, there's $700 on the line. Jumped off a plane, got on a float plane, took an hour-and-a-half flight up here to a very remote area, Hawkeye. Landed the float plane right here in front of the lodge. The whole idea is to get away from no distractions, no telephones, no people, nothing.
The plan is to be out in a little boat, try to catch the fish for about the same time it takes to fly to Beijing, you know, all day. I've donned the whole survival gear and the fishing suit, trying to get the attitude. To have your fish killing license on you at all times. So I'm licensed to kill fish. We're ready to go.
You just gotta see the Vassar catch one.
Fish on! False alarm. Kelp on.
It is just another... Sorry, excuse for a fish.
Yeah, it wouldn't be just dead weight like that, right?
Look how odd that thing is.
$700 fish. Only thing all day.
The salmon are elusive and wily.
Wait, it's biting.
I think I caught about 4 fish, which net a total of 10 pounds altogether. It's pretty sad.
It's balance, right? The fastest sport to, you know, pretty much the slowest sport.
Thanks, man. We'll get it tomorrow, huh?
That was great.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Jimmy, I hope you do your own bucks, man.
You owe me 5 Canadian.
Had the entire crowd out there playing poker last night.
You got the ante up for everybody. Sorry to say.
Telling us what we have to do.
cut for everybody. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Just one, right? They were making some comments last night that, you know, I'm a Vegas guy and a big gambler, but I really don't gamble. I'm all in.
What you got?
That's the call, right?
10 more to you, Ryan.
I'm done.
Oh, look at that.
You had a straight working and a pair of straight. Hey, you're going to get beers now, you're out. Hunter, you just bought yourself a trip to the kitchen.
What beer do we need?
Just get whatever.
Coronas. Well, yeah, a bunch of whatever.
The Lush Factory.
Oh, check.
I checked
If you want to raise his check, I check his 0. I'm not betting that.
I can check as well. It's like an insult to injury. Literally.
Just because I'm the youngest.
What's Jimmy's got?
I got what he's got. Well, I might have 300.
You're close anyway.
Sucks.
King
Will's got Lady Luck on his side right now.
Where's the ice? Yeah, screw it. They don't need ice.
Some of us did better than others. I think I walked away with my own money, but that was about it. I think Mr. Vassar was probably the big winner.
Gotta be able to beat Vassar.
When it rains, it pours.
Undrivable. Undrivable.
After the break, the weather wreaks havoc on everything, including pit row, as a power outage threatens qualifying times.
Champ car is down.
Stay tuned for more Race Car Driver. Portland, Oregon is tucked between the Columbia and Willamette Rivers in the northwest corner of the state. Visitors to the city enjoy the outdoors, and skiing at nearby Mount Hood is always popular. Tours of local wineries and more than 40 microbreweries will complete a great trip to the Rose City.
Portland International Raceway is one of the few natural terrain road courses that we go to. It's a very tricky track. It's narrow. It's not used very often. They have a sort of sealer on the asphalt. It can be very slippery. Typically what happens at Portland, being Portland, there's a lot of weather issues. Rains a lot, so it can be quite cold on one day, and then the very next day the sun will come up. It'll be quite a bit hotter. Definitely one of the trickiest parts of racing at Portland is just trying to anticipate the weather.
So what are you going to be planning on doing with Mario?
I guess the big concern is the whether or not it's going to be wet or dry. I mean, we used one set of wet tires this morning, pretty much consumed them. So we get 6 for the whole weekend. I guess that's a concern.
I mean, right now, I think the way it looks, I think it'll probably be dry. But we've got to be ready for both directions.
This track is very, very sensitive to weather conditions. It always has been. It's very sensitive to sun. It's very sensitive to temperature change.
It looks like it's going to be raining off and on, which is going to make for a crazy race. The way the weather's playing out, I think it's going to take a bit of strategy, a bit of luck to have everything go right and be on top of the podium. You can sit here for 3 minutes, and all of a sudden, it starts to rain.
Well, it doesn't look like it's going to.
I mean, I would say right now, with the way the weather is, the way the wind is blowing, the direction that the darker clouds are coming from, it looks like it's going to stay about the way it is for some time to come. But it's Portland, so that can change.
If it even looks partially dry, you got to get out there and make sure you put a lap in, because when it's wet, these cars have so much power, they just spin the tires so easily. Just you touch the throttle and the tires just light up.
Undrivable. Undrivable. Shouldn't have changed tires.
Well, you have to understand where we're going on there, Paul. Mario went out there and he went 6/10 quicker on his race.
I mean, I already had understeer, now it won't even turn.
Jimmy, it's going to be real close with the rain, so, just watch it. I mean, it's coming here shortly. All right, so we're going to go right away. I'll tell you when it's like a minute to go.
With rain comes power outages, and pit row is no exception.
Mona, Champ car is down. Up and down pit lane.
Unfortunately for the drivers on the track, a loss of power means a loss of a qualifying lap. For some, their fastest lap.
For time.
The timing and scoring is just up right now. But basically, the time we set right there was equivalent to AJ's fast time at that point on standard tires, okay?
It's out of our hands, right? The power went out.
But the power was out before that, it didn't go red. You said race control was out.
Look, there's nothing we can do about that right now. Let's just proceed like our normal game plan. Tell me about the car. We're going to put tires on. We'll get ready to go.
We're going to talk to him, Paul, but
it was on everybody's.
I know. This outfit, though, God knows what they're going to do. We're going to talk to them and see what they're going to do. The best thing you guys can do is go with Kenny, because you guys own the team and you carry the horsepower. Go with Kenny. We're going to take the data and we'll see what we can do.
More bad luck. Paul's car has engine problems on the track, and he slows down Jimmy's PKV teammate Cristiano Domata during qualifying.
After qualifying, I was mad at him because one of my quick laps, he was just there in the middle of the racetrack cruising. When I passed him, I was doing all kinds of gestures that I could do for him from inside the car.
Ignition failed.
Well, I went and found Champ Car and told them as well, you know. I told them, and we got Cosworth to back it up. We weren't doing something on purpose.
We had an ignition failure on the front straight, and I was trying to get the car started again, and a car came. It was Cristiano Damata, and he's a friend of mine. I just went down and said, hey, the ignition failed, and you know, I'm sorry I got in your way. I wasn't trying to get in your way, but he was upset at the time.
A couple of minutes after qualifying, he came to me and explained everything, and I still said, hey, man, I don't care, still, you just ruined my lap.
When we come back, it's the 22nd annual Champ Car Grand Prix of Portland, and one driver bets it all on a bold strategy that takes everyone by surprise.
It's Sunday, it's race day, and we have to be out there on the grid. So he has like half an hour. So if you were to ask Paul, what is your ritual before a race, he'll say, I don't have one. But what I've noticed every Sunday, he'll go in the back and he'll take a nap or get a massage.
Brother, what's wrong, brother? You got a problem there? You getting old?
Warming me up. Warming it up.
Can we give you
You
a full frontal?
Yeah.
Not one. Well, I think we made some good changes. We'll find out how they work in the race. The track heats up and changes everything quite a bit. We're not qualified as good as we'd like, 8th, and my team made 10th, so you know, we got our work cut out for us in the race.
Well, the temperatures this morning are a lot colder than they've been during the course of the weekend because we started running early at 9 o'clock. So I think, you know, it gives everybody a false sense of security about how their cars are. There's a lot more grip. But we did everything that we wanted to do, and Paul seems to be, you know, reasonably happy with the car. There's no point changing it for these conditions because it's going to be different later. So he thinks it's reasonable, so we'll just have to go with that.
As they head toward one at Portland, here's Tracy inside Wilson. Wilson has the lead. Now Paul Tracy dominated the run at Milwaukee, scored his first win of the season 2 weeks ago. He's climbed to second, getting around Allmendinger. Bourdais has moved up to 4th spot in the early going here.
Wow! Whoa! That was a ride in the fucking Broncos.
Early stop for Cristiano Damata.
What he's doing because he's on an alternate pit strategy, but they'll need yellow caution periods for this to work.
And we have had none so far.
After a few laps in the race, Cristiano told us that he was being held up by the guys in front of him. He thought he could run faster than they could. So basically what we did is pit him out of sequence, got him onto clean racetrack. When we got him onto clean racetrack, he was running a second faster than everybody else.
Wilson with a problem, perhaps?
Unbelievable.
Oh, no.
Put it in the safe place, put it in the safe place. Dude, we are really sorry.
Now, the different pit strategy for Cristiano Damata could pay off.
And this is just perfect for Cristiano Damata. He couldn't ask for anything better.
Damata leads him off the final turn 12 here at Portland. First time he's led in the Champ Car World Series. Tracy restarts second. Bourdais restarts third.
Such a big advantage for Cristiano Damata. Now it's just being careful and staying out of trouble.
The BKV team zeroing in on their first ever Champ Car victory.
Great job, Cristiano. Great job, buddy.
The Bell Micro team wins their first Champ Car World Series race.
The first lap doesn't count, the last lap does. The beginning of the race doesn't matter, the middle of the race doesn't matter. It's where you are on the last lap.
It's very easy to think about it. The race, 105 laps. The car can do more or less 30 laps in a tank of fuel. So you either stop lap 30, 60, 90, and then you go to 105, which is the end of the race. Or you can stop in lap 15, 45, 75, and go to lap 105. And we were able to catch up to them. When they had to make their pit stops, when they came out behind us because they're running on the clear track.
Biggest joy is winning. Period. That's it. Don't let anyone ever convince you of anything other than that. There is no fun in owning a race team if you don't win.
The next best thing for PKB Racing is that if I didn't win, my teammate won. And Cristiano D'Amata did a fantastic job today and brought it home for the team. And we're ready to party over here at PKB.
On the next new episode of Race Car Driver. So you want to be a Champ Car girl. 20 beautiful ladies compete to be the next face of Champ Car.
They have to look good. I mean, let's be honest. They got to have the package.
As Mario takes his fast moves off the track.
Mario?
Mario? I'm
I
Crystal.
drive the number 7 car.
Okay, cool.
Mario.
Hey, don't forget, I want a race car.
Stop by and say hello, number 7 car. What's your name?
Paul.
And Paul's mom has some friendly advice for her son.
Message from Mom. Don't f*** up the donuts.
Next time on Race Car Driver.